All right, in this video, I'm going to go over factoring trinomials with a leading coefficient of 1. It's a lot easier when that leading coefficient is 1. But there's still kind of a complicated process to this, so I'm going to be going over that. Now, what the goal is to take this trinomial and factor it out into two binomials that distribute together, FOIL, if you remember what FOIL is, FOIL out to get you x squared minus 7x plus 6. So these usually come in this form, like x squared, well, ax squared, although a is 1 in this case, plus bx plus c. Now we take whatever number's here, called c, and we find all of its factors, because we're factoring, right? So what two numbers multiply together to get 6? Well, there's 1 and 6, obviously, and there's 2 and 3. Now, what we need is for factors of c that add to get b. In this case, b is -7. Let's just write sum over here. 1 plus 6 is 7. That's +7. We want -7. Don't forget to include that sign in it. So +1 and +6 doesn't work. 2 plus 3 is 5. +2 and +3 don't work. So what do we do? Well, it's positive, right? So both of these numbers can be negative. -1 plus -6 is -7. That's the sum of them over there. So, but I know I put these as multiplication, but I need to make sure that they multiply to get +6. So I put a positive sign there just to clarify. That is what we were looking for, right? That's b. So -1 and -6 are going to be part of our answer. Don't have to do -2 and -3, but I'm going to do it anyways. -2 plus -3 is -5. That doesn't help us. So -1 and -6, how are those going to be part of our answer? Well, what you do is you're going to have two binomials, right, that multiply together to get a trinomial. And that first number gets distributed, right? So that first number is just going to be x, because x is going to get distributed there and there. And the first one is going to be x times x, which is x squared. So this is what your answer is always going to look like, minus the little distributive lines there I just drew. Okay. And the other part of it, of each of your factors, is going to be what multiplies to get you c, the +6. -1 times -6. +6. Now, where does the -7 come from? Well, distributed out, FOIL, first, outside, inside, last. X times x, x squared. I'm kind of checking my answer right now. X times -6, -6x, -1 times x, minus x. Understood 1 there. -1 times -6 plus 6. Combine like terms. X squared minus 7x plus 6. Wait, that's what we started with. So we know that this is indeed that trinomial factored. And we can't factor it any more than that. There's no greatest common factor in either of those, so we are good. That is your answer right there. And we checked our answer by foiling it out. Didn't take long at all. And a lot of people, they think, oh, it's factoring. Oh, it's going to take forever. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's easy. All right, one more example, just so we get the point across. Well, we're still going to need the sums over there, but we're going to do it without that little ax squared plus bx plus c to help us. X squared minus 5x minus 24. All right, 24, oof, negative 24, that has lots of factors. And keep in mind that it's negative, so negative 1 times 24, that'll give us negative 24. 1 times negative 24, that'll also give us negative 24. If we add those together, 24 minus 1 is 23. 1 minus 24, negative 23, that's no good. We're looking for negative 5 over there, right? So those won't work. What else multiplies to get negative 24? Divide by 2. Negative 2 times 12 adds together to get 10. That's not it. And 2 times negative 12, negative 10. That doesn't work either. What about 3? Divide 24 by 3? Yeah, sure. Negative 24 divided by negative 3 is positive 8. 8 minus 3 is 5. Oh, we're getting close. 3 times negative 8. Let's see. 3 minus 8, negative 5. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. But we're not done yet. That's not our answer, obviously. So what do? We get our parentheses going with our binomial. Coefficient of 1 makes it nice. Oh, that's not x squared. That's just x, and that's just x. And what do we put next to them? Positive 3 for one of them, and negative 8 for the other one. Doesn't matter which one is which. Put the 3 over here, and the negative 8 over here. Just so long as the signs match up. Because we don't want positive 5, we want negative 5. Check our answer. Foil it out. X times x, x squared. X times 3 is 3x. Negative 8 times x. Negative 8 times positive 3, negative 24. Combine like terms. X squared minus 5x minus 24. Boom.